and you're in for a real treat today. I have Scott Silari on from Viral Marketing, and he is going to really get into some nuts and bolts about how you can use video in your business as a real estate agent to try to build up your database, try to convert those leads, and so you can find more people that are looking to buy or sell a house and ultimately make more money, because that's really what it comes down to. If you're not out there generating leads and doing business and promoting and marketing your business all the time, especially on the internet. I mean, it's a no-brainer with YouTube and video. I mean, that's where it's at nowadays. So you really gotta make sure you know what you're doing with this stuff, and kind of learn from people that are really the masters at this. So I'm like a kid on Christmas morning right now. I can't wait any further. I found Scott. Scott was referred to me by somebody on Facebook, another expert. I was just kind of talking to people, engaging with people on a group, and then somebody said, "Well, hey, reach out to Scott from Viral." So I was like, yeah. So I researched him a little bit, talked to him on the phone, and I'm like, oh yeah, no brainer. So without any further ado, how is it going, Scott?
Great, Chris. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here, man, and go through video marketing and ways to really utilize it in your business and generate more business with it and create really good content. And so we have a lot to cover, and I'm excited to be here, man, help you out and be on this, and hopefully people that watch this, whether it's live or in the future, get a lot of good information out of it and can maybe implement some of it in their own business.
Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable in saying that that's going to happen in the next hour. I can't wait for the golden nuggets. I'm salivating here. So all right. So really quickly, Scott, we won't waste too much time with the small talk. How'd you get into all of this? How'd you become an expert in video marketing with Viral in your company?
Well, I've been working with Viral for, God, I'll be going on 3 years. God, I can't even keep track. It's all blending together, right? But honestly, I've learned everything by really being mentored and coached from our CEO Frank Klesitz, who is just so knowledgeable, and it was like having my own personal coach, a marketing coach essentially, for the last 3 years. And I just talk with him every day and learn what is working now. I never went through all these marketing programs in college, but I learned what's working now, what works in your business, how you should be marketing now, because what works today wasn't working 5 years ago or was different 5 years ago. So it's a matter of what's working now. So I'm just very well read when it comes to marketing, and been working in this business and have been able to help a ton of real estate brokers market in their business to generate really, really good results. So that's kind of my background. It's very broad when it comes to marketing, but it's very as far as online, Facebook, video, just using all sorts of different little techniques and ways to get out there so people see you and you're visible, and that your content is good, real, genuine. There's just so much. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. So I'm excited, man.
Awesome. Yeah, great. Okay. So with all that being said, I'm sure you work with a lot of real estate agents. Viral, it appears to be a very reputable company. Someone you come highly recommended from another really seasoned real estate agent, and the number one mission, basically, and I'm sure you're well aware of this, but just for the people watching, you're really, especially if you're a new agent, you're just trying to build up that Rolodex. You're trying to get that database filled up with contacts, people that you can do business with. So that's what it comes down to. So what Scott's going to talk about now is how you can use video to accomplish that goal. So when we're talking about database building, Scott, what's the current state of affairs with using video marketing to accomplish that goal of building up the database?
Well, I mean, first, before you even use video, I would say just building your database in general is, if you're a new agent and you're just starting out, you need to look at every single friend that you have, every contact, family member, and you can't be afraid to reach out to them. If you don't want people, if you're afraid to reach out to your family and friends and you don't want people to know who you you're essentially a secret agent. No one knows who you are, right? You need to reach out, talk to them, get their email addresses, let them know that you're going to be sending something of value to them to keep them informed about what's going on in the local market, so that you can start building a really good database of people that know, like, and trust you. And the first place you start is the people that already know you, whether it's Facebook friends, LinkedIn friends, people that are just in your phone from living in your area for however long you've lived there. That's kind of how you start, and you build a database from there. And then you work on top of it from these other lead generation sites and things that you're going to start doing as you work with a broker. Reaching out to those contacts, building rapport, and adding new contacts constantly to your database, because that's really going to be your foundation for your business as you continue to grow and add more, implementing more marketing in your business. The foundation is that database and staying in touch with it and not forgetting about it. And really, that's going to be your best source of business long term with people that already trust you. It's kind of like saying, hey, would you rather talk to someone that already knows you and likes you, or talk to someone that doesn't know you at all? And you have to build that whole trust element, right? So starting off is really, when you're a new agent, you have to reach out to those people that you know. If you have their phone number, get their email, so that you can be prepared when you do start sending them good content to stay in touch. Now, to actually get back to answering your question about how you incorporate video into that, well, you have to start off, and you have to build a library in YouTube of videos, right? And you have to have them optimized correctly. So there's a lot of things that we can do on our own, and it's really, again, I go back to, there's things that you can be doing, but there's things that you can hire other people to do. And honestly, as an agent, there's a lot of, you need to be doing sales producing work, not necessarily sitting and fiddling around with YouTube and figuring out how to keyword optimize a video that you just did, or edit it, mind you, right? That takes a lot of time. But if you're going to be doing that stuff, doing a quick video on a webcam, right? Like we're on webcams right now. Okay, quick question answer. You want to fulfill the need of your clientele, your client base. Okay, so what's something that you're very knowledgeable about? Answer that question. Introduce yourself, answer the question, then an outro, real quick video, minute and a half. You're done. It's easy. You're not going to have to edit much because you're just answering a question, so there's not going to be a million takes. You take that, make sure you create a playlist on YouTube, okay? And then you want to keyword optimize it, meaning tag the video. Okay, so at the bottom there's going to be a place that says tags in YouTube. You want to write up what's the video about. Well, obviously it's real estate. You have to put different keywords in based on the content that's in the video, right? So then you're more searchable SEO wise. Okay, then you also want to do a little bit of a write up about the content above that, and use localization keywords, meaning your local area. What are you talking about? You're talking about short sales, you're talking about expireds, you're talking about buyers, for sale by owners. What are you talking about? What's the keyword? What is someone going to actually search in Google to look up what you're talking about? Those are the things that you want to be writing in to optimize that video. So that's something that you can really do on your own just to start getting videos up. And we're not even talking about sending them out. We're just saying get yourself up there, be visible online, so that when someone does search, they may find you on YouTube, right? And then from there, you can have contact info on YouTube. So a lot of this stuff you can do basic with YouTube. And then we can obviously get into all the different systems that we help coach our clients here at Viral. But that's a real basic thing that you can do on your own just to start to get content up so that you're searchable and people start to find you.
Awesome. Okay. It sounds pretty straightforward. It seems that maybe kind of with YouTube, maybe a lot of people think that there's some type of a magic pill or potion or something like that, like, oh, YouTube, SEO and keywords and tags and descriptions, and oh God, how do I get on the first page of Google? And it's just people should just stop overthinking it and just do these ABCs.
Yeah, absolutely. Because here's the deal: like, unless you've had a a site forever and you just have some really good organic search results for like years, I'm talking 20 years, you're not going to end up on page 1 of Google. It's just not going to happen. Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, these companies are buying up and getting all those front page links. So you don't get me wrong, you get lucky here and there, but 99% of the time you're not going to get that front page. Now, if you do video, if you click on the video tab on Google, which is 2 over from the web, the video, you will find tons of our agents #1 up there for those types of search results because the video is just organic SEO. So people try to overthink it too much. You just have to do the content. The biggest problem that I see and find is that everyone sits and talks about what they should be doing, but they don't actually do it. You just got to implement it. You have to sit down and actually do a video and get it up there and upload it onto YouTube, onto your page.
Yeah. Right. So that past few sentences you just said kind of really just knocked out like 3 questions I was going to ask. I guess the biggest challenge and the biggest mistake that you see a lot of people making, keys to focus on, is really just taking the action, not overthinking it, just doing it, and just making it happen, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the #1 thing when I'm talking to agents or clients or whatever, it's just time. You know, you guys are trying to wear too many hats, and it's just a matter of being proactive in your day, and we can get into all the time, time blocking and things like that. But I think a big thing when we go back to video is just sitting down and write down 10, 15 questions that you're commonly asked from clients, and go on, get a HD webcam, a Logitech one. They're like, I don't know, $100 maybe, and you're not breaking the bank on it, okay? And sit down, do the videos, answer all 15 of those questions in different videos, and you're going to have a whole video series up there, and it's all going to be question and answer. So how to do this, why you should do this, what to do, all questions that you're answering in a playlist, and it's going to really help your search. People are going to be finding you, and you'll get better at it too, and you'll look like an expert.
Nice. So is that the ultimate mission of this, is to kind of create a brand? Now I know that we said that kind of, all right, well, getting on that page 1, unless you go specifically to that video category, but just to get to the page one that everybody knows is like the coveted page 1, like the golden goose. To get there, not really realistic when you're just starting out, because of these other companies are just too powerful, with their money. So if we're going to talk about mapping this out, and we're going to set some goals, because agents, they're very kind of very goal oriented, and they say, okay, maybe they say, all right, well, if we're going to put some structure on this, we'll say, all right, I'm going to set a goal, right? I'm going to say, I'm going to make 1 video a week, or by the end of the year, I'm going to try to have 200 videos on YouTube, or what would be a good roadmap for video marketing?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of it goes back to the content, and I think a good roadmap is you got to start with the content. You have to start with what questions are you going to answer. That's where you need to start, because if you go sit down and say, I'm going to do some videos, then you sit down and go, all right, what am I even talk about? And you're just going to be, and then you're going to be like, I don't have time, right? So the key is sitting down, writing down answering those questions. Create like an FAQ of what people are asking you. Write out the questions, write the answers, and then go and do 1 a week. But you already have the content then, right? Or as you get questions from clients that are relative, write them down, and that will be your video for the week. Okay, so that's kind of where you want to start, is really getting that content down, that question and answer, so you have something to talk about. And people are disengaged within 30 seconds if there's no benefit to the video that you're creating. Right? They're out. There's too much going on in their day. They're too over inundated with content. They're working. You got to remember when they're coming across your stuff. This isn't like they're in their study at 9 o'clock at night and they have all the time in the world to sit and watch your particular videos. That's not when they're watching it. They're watching it in the middle of the day when they have a million different things going on. Their assistant's yelling at them. They got, So you have to hook them. You have to bait them, right? So why should they keep watching the video? That's what question and answer does. It creates that question of like, all right, now I got to listen and find out what the answer is. Okay, right? So getting that content, then you start creating the videos. That's really the easy part. The easy part is sitting down and creating the video once you have the content or the question and answer that you're gonna put on there, right? And then just getting it up on YouTube. Now, if you know how to use Facebook and you're savvy with that and you like the video you just did, post it on Facebook. You have a huge social network that you can touch better with video than posting some random post with a picture of a house. No one cares about that. Put up a video that's real, that's genuine, that's you talking to the people that already know, like, and trust you. Put that on Facebook. Put it on your personal page. Share it with them. And you're going to see people starting to follow that and is paying more attention. And you're going to be touching the people that you want to be talking to get referrals from in a more genuine, in real way. And that's what people want to see in today's marketing. Because if you're just sending text or writing posts that aren't video related or aren't real, that are canned, no one's going to pay attention anymore. There's just too much of it. People just don't care.
Right. So long story short, somebody should focus more on quality as opposed to quantity. We'll get hung up in the numbers about like, oh, I'm going to do 3 videos a week. Just do what you can, but make sure they're solid. Like really, like you said, benefit rich.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, question answer. I mean, it's the easiest way. If I go to you, Chris, and say, hey, tell me about, what the market's like right now and statistics and something like that, it's going to be very hard for you to start spitting out statements. But if I ask you, Chris, is it better now to put your home on the market during the holidays or during the winter months, or wait to list my home in March? You're going to know that answer, right? Based on your market conditions.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's a lot easier for you to answer that question than you to start systematically and formatting like statements that all make sense together into one video. It's like so hard to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
This might be a good point to kind of maybe segue into. You're kind of scratching the surface a little bit about hooking people, kind of baiting them in. So if you want to talk about, okay, well, if we're going to talk conversion, all right, you sit down, you do all the questions, and you say, all right, I got some good Q&A. I think this stuff is juicy. People want to know about it. It helps people. It's got a lot of benefits. What's the next level after that? We got people on the video. They're engaged. They're captivated. How do we get these people to call us or take some type of action? Go to our website or just basically just convert them so that we can do business with them.
Great question. All right, so taking it to the next step. The basic step is just getting content out there so you're visible and searchable, okay? The next layer would be, all right, where are we going to host these videos? Do we have a blog we can put them on? Do we have a website, right? Do you have opt-in pages for home search? Most brokerage have basic home search opt-ins or home value opt-ins, right? So your call to action should be linked up with keywords where you host it on the blog in the write-up, something that you're saying that they can click and it drives them then to opt in for your home search or for your home value. Okay, so that's kind of the next layer is you have to have another website, blog to host that video. Okay, and then if we start talking about the hook, headlines, subject lines, we can get into all that, but that would be we're talking about when we start to email these videos out. Okay, if you start emailing these out to your database that you've created, so let's say you have 200 people in your database that you want to stay in touch with and send some good video content to. Well, you don't want to give all the information in the email. You just want to tease them. Okay, so what's the benefit for them to click to watch the video, right? And then when you drive them, then once they click, the video should never play in the email. Okay, you want to move the person. You want to keep them moving. Okay, so there should be a JPEG image in your email, and that's very easy to do. You just use a snipping tool and grab a snapshot of the video, right? And you put that into your email in the inline text in your email, and then you have a nice little 3-sentence teaser that talks about what the benefit is if they watch the video, and then that will push them to where your opt-ins are, okay, where the video is hosted, even if it's on YouTube. If you're that basic, you don't have a blog or website to put the videos on. When it goes back to YouTube, in your write-up on YouTube, you can have links, call to actions, to search for homes or find out what your home is worth, which will then go to your opt-in, right? Ideally, if you're sending an email, what ends up happening is your email system, whether it's MailChimp or Vertical Response or some of these others, they should have tracking so that you know who's clicking what, so that you actually get a report so you can follow up with those people and you don't have to wait for them to come to you to opt in, that you can just reach out to them knowing that they do have a level of engagement and maybe they are ready to buy or sell. They just didn't have time to fill out your whole opt-in because it's in the middle of their workday and they're busy. All right? So yeah, that's what you should essentially be doing, but your call to actions, need to be very deliberate and visible in the in the top part of your email or right under your video saying, hey, click here to find out what your home is worth. Click here to search for homes. Right? Those are your major call to actions with real estate. Each industry or business is going to be different, of course, on what you want them to do and where you want to drive that traffic.
Right.
Right.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. So I think that's a lot of great fundamental information there. Like you said, I think that will be a tremendous help. What you just said in the past 20 minutes to new agents and maybe even some more experienced agents. That they're doing stuff the old-fashioned way, and now they want to adopt technology a little bit more. They want to start doing some videos, and they just don't know where to start. I think that those are some great strategies, some good sound advice. Now, if what you just spoke about was, video 101 for newbies, if you will, how does someone that is, already out there, they participate in social media, they got a YouTube channel, they got a blog, they're doing some business, they're all right. What would be like video marketing 102? Like, what would be the next class on all of this? Like something a little bit more advanced. Like, they're doing the Q&As, they're making regular YouTube videos, or how can someone kind of accelerate what you just kind of described and bring stuff to the next level?
Well, the key is the email piece that I just talked about, is sending out bi-weekly emails, and then making sure that you're really optimizing on YouTube. That's one piece that a lot of our clients that have been doing video they weren't doing that part correctly. So the optimization portion, and then posting it on all your social media. So Google Plus business, Facebook business page, LinkedIn, Twitter, maybe boosting it, taking that video and target marketing on Facebook would be the next step. Identifying who your target market is in your local area, and putting a boost in through Facebook to hit those people, and that's really easy to do. I mean, it's just a matter of your age group and people that are interested potentially in buying a home or selling a home, right? Which Facebook actually can specify a lot of those different groups. Okay, so that would be kind of the next level. But the biggest thing with video is consistency. Doing one video and optimizing and sending it out and posting it on Facebook, that's great. But if you only do it one time and then you don't do it again for 3 months, you're going to lose the top-of-mind awareness that you're gaining by creating the video. So you need to be doing it on a consistent basis, every week and a half, 2 weeks, constantly sending that out and putting it out there into the universe, so people are seeing you all the time. Right, so that's really kind of taking it to the next level, and obviously video editing, that's a whole nother, I mean, getting Adobe Premiere, which is really expensive, and starting to edit the videos, putting lower thirds in, music, motion graphics, having graphics on all your emails. I mean, you start talking about all the little software and tech side stuff. That's really where you take it to the next level. Getting mic'd up. I'm using a headset right now, but you can get lapel mics, starting to use video outside. I mean, there's getting more and more creative with it over time is really where you start to step it up, and take that video to the next step if you've already started to do a little of it, right? And that's just a matter of, I mean, we can go into real detailed specifics here, but I want to kind of keep it more general. But yeah, taking it to the next level, especially with video editing, is key. But you don't want to overproduce, and you'll see that a lot of these companies out there are doing these really commercialized type videos. That's good for, if you're doing maybe a video tour of like a community, or if you're doing excuse me, if you're doing maybe a why hire me or why work with our team video, or if you're if you're doing a home tour, things like that, you can be a little more higher end. But when you're trying to communicate with people that know, like, and trust you already, and you're trying to really connect on a genuine level, that video can't be overproduced and over-edited. It needs to be very conversational. It needs to come across just like how we're talking right now, because that's how you truly connect with people and stay in touch with them on a genuine level. Yeah,
keep it real personalized, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I interviewed a lady on here. It was probably a few months ago, and she had her background. She had the Google Hangout lower third, like what you got there with your name and stuff, and then she had in the background, as opposed to the books hanging up on the wall in my apartment and the window and my coffee mug and some newspapers. But she had it looked like it was like she was in a newsroom. But it was like, like if she was in like a TV station, it was all like lights and stuff. She totally did it with like Adobe or something. I don't know, but it was really like sparkling and how she set it up. But yeah, some people, like, you can run wild with the video stuff, no doubt. And that's great that you kind of touched upon something that I was kind of looking to extract out of you earlier. But like you mentioned, frequency. So you say, okay, you do one or two every week or 2 weeks, but do it often. And yeah, so if we're going to talk goals or we're going to talk structure or format or something like that, it's like, okay, be consistent with it and just do it, that way. Good stuff. One more random thing that just kind of came to mind. You mentioned at the beginning talking about do it yourself or outsource it. You got any recommendations for people that you like as far as outsourcing video stuff? Like, I mean, do you like Elance or Fiverr, or you find these people on Craigslist, or what do you recommend for some quality yet affordable video editing assistance, if you will, for a busy real estate agent?
Yeah, Elance is fantastic. Fiverr is really good for graphic work and editing. I would say if you're looking to do like if you want a little help doing video with a videographer, if you're going to do something outside of your office on location, I would look to your local university to find someone that's a student that's doing in the videography department or whatever, and hire them for the day for $100 because they're trying to learn. It's a really good way to get someone that is probably pretty talented, at the same time can be affordable, so you're not spending an arm and a leg to do a super professional video. So those would be my suggestions for sure.
That's a good idea. I dabble. I'm actually addicted on Fiverr. It's a little strange. I just love getting those Fiverr gigs. Like, those people will do anything. It's a little bit of a crapshoot. You kind of, but I mean, it's $5.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and then Elance is a solid one. Definitely. Okay, so Scott, I think we kind of we hit upon all the major pillars here of kind of getting up and running with video marketing for the most part. You got any last words of wisdom?
Yeah, well, a couple things. One is the key to, I mean, for any video marketing is doing the videos, getting that content out there, right? constantly building your database. And then the other key part is when you do have opt-ins and you are getting reports, that you actually call the people that are watching the videos and start conversations. I can't tell you how many agents that I talk to get leads, but they don't call them. So that's number one thing. You can't be afraid to call people and just talk to them. Especially if you know them, you got to call them, right? So that's a huge part. But another little tidbit for you. If you're looking to start, we kind of talked about this at the beginning, if you're looking to start building your database, a great place is all the Facebook friends you have, right? So you have 500, 600, 1,000 Facebook friends, right? Well, when you're posting to Facebook, you're not showing up in all those people's news feed. You're probably showing up in very limited amount of their news feeds, right? So they're not seeing you, okay? So a great way to build that database is there's a little trick. You can go and create a brand new Yahoo account, okay? When you do that, you click, and we have this on our website, okay? But you click into contacts, okay? It's empty. You just created it. Then it's going to show different social media outlets. You click on the Facebook button, and it's going to push you to log into your Facebook, okay? And then you log in, and it's going to automatically download all the real emails from your Facebook friends into your Yahoo account. Okay, so now you're going to have all the emails of all your friends in Facebook. From there, the little trick here is you want to go and hit print, and it's going to pull up a print preview. From there, you need to highlight all of the contacts all the way down, and grab it and scroll all the way down, copy it, paste it into Excel, go back, and you're going to have to format it so that the format lines up correctly. All of a sudden, you have all of the names and emails of all your friends from Facebook into an Excel sheet so that you can put that into your database, start emailing those people and staying in touch with them. Much better way to do it than just hoping that they get a random Facebook post that you're putting up. So there's a little tidbit for you.
Yeah, I knew there was some ninja trickery that you could use to kind of do that before, but I never got around to doing it. But that was great, Scott. Thanks for that extra golden nugget. I really appreciate it. That was awesome. All right, so enough about us, Scott. Tell us about all the awesome stuff that you guys do over at Viral. You know, how you help people out, and I mean, feel free to, if you want, you can put some stuff up on the screen if you want to do a little tutorial, or you know, if you got something there for us, kind of give us a little presentation if you like.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of go through it, but the biggest thing is that what we do at Viral is we help our clients, whether they're real estate or not, grow their businesses, and we want to be a partner in your business. So the way you look at us is it's like you're hiring another staff member on your team to do marketing for you. And our only goal is to get you results. And you're going to have a coach that works with you on your account to hold you accountable to doing our marketing plan, which is 2 videos a month to your database, adding new contacts to your database, and following up and calling the people we tell you to call that are engaged in your emails and your videos. So that's our 3-pronged approach. It's simple. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into what we do at Viral. I don't want to sit here and go through my whole elevator pitch. It's not the point. The point is to help you guys, build your businesses in the right way. And it all starts with your database and creating the right content. And if video is the median, video is really good right now, and it is the number one thing that you can be doing online for Google to get better SEO and to get your content out there so people see it, because people aren't reading emails anymore. So this is the way to do it for sure. So we help you do that. We have a whole system so that you don't have to put the time in. We do all the work for you, and that's the key. So, but yeah, if you look here, I'm going to go over here real quick, and I'm going to share my screen here in a second. Give me one little second here.
Yeah, no worries. I really like right off the bat the fact that what you just mentioned, it's a done-for-you service. You know, you got agents that are just like, okay, well, there's no excuses really. You're saying, well, I got paperwork, I'm showing houses, I got a family, you know, I got another job. Well, don't worry about it, because we help you, we coach you, we support you, and we do all the work for you. So
Yeah, the biggest thing I hear from our clients is obviously they love to get results, Chris. Who doesn't? You know, if you can get a good return on your investment, great. Okay, that's what people really love. But at the end of the day, the close second is accountability. We are going to hold you accountable to doing our marketing plan because we know the only way you get results is if you're consistent and you're getting the content out to your database, you're getting yourself visible online, and our coaches are trained to hound you to get that content if we have to, because we know how important it is for you to hit your goals.
yeah.
So yeah, if you click on mine, hopefully you can see my screens coming up there.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, good. So this is one of our clients, Thomas March, and I'm just going to show you some examples, okay, of what we do for him. He gave us a great testimonial. He's getting a 20 times return on his investment on our program, and you can see this is what we create for him. So you can see this is a video blog, okay. You can see how we have all the social media links. These all link up to his different pages. Little Q&A opt-in here. Click here for home value, home search. Here's where his video is. All this is custom. We've done every single thing, everything written on his page. We created. This is how it looks on mobile. So you can see how it comes up on mobile. All right. Down here, this is what an email looks like. So this is what I was kind of talking about earlier. You have a good headline, little teaser copy, right? The JPEG, social media, call to actions, right? Here's some Google rank searching, right? You can see he's got the top 4 under videos for Thomas March, Sacramento real estate agent. It pops him up right there, right? So someone's researching you, okay? And all of a sudden all your videos pop up. That makes you look like an expert. You may win that business over 2 other agents that person's interviewing because you have this. Okay, so just creates that expertise positioning that you want to have when you're competing for business. Right? You can see this is what his Google Plus page looks like. Facebook. This is his optimized YouTube page. Okay, so what I was talking about earlier is Twitter page. So you can see these are all the things that we've kind of put together for him that you can expect if you were working on our program. Man.
Wow. Yeah, no, that was pretty impressive stuff. Even the social media pages, those things look pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we really do a good job, and that's because we have we have in-house graphic designers that do all the graphic work with your logos, and we do motion graphics for your videos and all that stuff. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's back to basics, Chris. It's getting really good quality content out there, building your database, and following up with the people that are engaged.
Sounds good, man. Okay, so if anyone would like to know more about you and your services, what's the best way for someone to find out more?
Well, they can either email me at scott@getviral, GETVYRAL.com. Email me with any questions if you want to touch base. I'd be more than happy to connect with you. Or if you just go to our website, www.getviral.com, there's tons of information up there. Click on the Our Story tab. We have some great videos just about our business and how it works, and really good tips. And on the marketing plan tab as well, there's some really good tips on ways that you can build your business, build your database, create good content. We've created all the stuff I talked about today is all on videos, professional videos that we did, so that we can help our clients get better results.
Wow, nice. Good stuff. All right, I think our work is cut out for us here, Scott. It's folks. I mean, there it is. I really don't know what to say at this point. I mean, it's just a straightforward thing. Do what Scott said. Take action on that stuff. Make it happen. Don't overthink it. Just get them fundamentals kind of mapped out. Just deploy those strategies, And let me know how it works out for you. I'd love to know your feedback on that. I think it sounded like some great stuff. So there's definitely some valuable golden nuggets in there. I think if you just make it happen, you should definitely just see your business grow with that. Because I mean, yeah, it's a no-brainer nowadays. I mean, video is pretty much where it's at. A lot of people are moving in that direction if they're not already there. So you want to make sure that you're proficient and savvy with video, because you can't afford not to be, because you know that there's a good chance that your competitors are studying this stuff. So you got to make sure that you're in there and you're making the stuff happen so you can grow your business. So that's all for this module. Thanks a lot for watching, and thank you very much, Scott. That was awesome. I loved every single minute of that. I actually can't wait to go back and watch some of that stuff, take copious notes, and implement it for my own business as well. I think that was really some great stuff that you kind of gave us today. Forever grateful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Chris, no problem. Thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it. Anytime.
Yeah. So go hit up Scott, email him, check out his website, talk to the guy. Great guy. I spoke to him on the phone definitely before this, and obviously a wealth of knowledge, very helpful, and a giver by nature, giving us his time to come on here and kind of teach us all these cool things. So let's get out there. Let's make it happen. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, whatever the case may be, you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.